This is leaked footage from the 5-minute IMAX opening scene for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I'm not going to spoil it or anything from the story, but the reactions are insane. The trailers had people arguing whether this was a masterpiece or Nolan's biggest disaster. But then, people saw it in IMAX. They went to see another movie, saw 5 minutes of The Odyssey first, and then spent the rest of the movie thinking about the preview. And this is for a movie that already cost $250 million, with seats selling out a year early. So why are people still worried this could go wrong? I think everyone's worried about the wrong thing. The real question is, can Nolan make a 3,000-year-old story feel like it's happening right now? I think it starts with the editing, the music, and one brutal problem. The story's already famous, but every scene still has to feel like it could go wrong. Not gonna lie, a lot of people saw the cast and immediately chose violence, because apparently some people think the Odyssey is starting to look like this. But even if you ignore the internet meltdown, Nolan still has a way harder problem. Just look at Oppenheimer. Everyone knew the bomb was gonna go off, but even people who didn't like that movie still felt their heart racing during that countdown, because Nolan wasn't trying to surprise you. He was making you sit there and wait for something you already knew was coming. And that's the exact problem the Odyssey has to solve, except this time it's not just for one scene, it's for the whole freaking movie. But the Odyssey can't use normal adventure movie tension because the whole story is about trying to get home. It has to be what kind of man the journey turns him into, which is why the editor of this movie might be Nolan's secret weapon. Her name is Jennifer Lame, and she didn't just edit Oppenheimer, she won the gosh darn Oscar for it. But the edit is only half of why the movie feels like it's constantly accelerating. The other half is Ludwig. And this is where the Odyssey gets really weird, because Nolan reportedly told him not to use an orchestra. That means no violins, no strings doing the emotional heavy lifting, because that sound didn't exist back then. I rewatched Oppenheimer multiple times, and honestly, like 5 of those times were just to hear that music on theater speakers again. So if the Odyssey has that same mix of editing and music, every chapter is going to feel like it's pulling you deeper into the journey, because in Oppenheimer, every conversation feels like it's pushing you closer to the explosion. Almost every scene is doing one of 3 things: creating a problem, hiding a problem, or making the problem worse. But the danger is that the Odyssey turns into this. Uh-oh, new island. Uh-oh, new monster. Wahoo, we finally escaped. And that sounds epic until you realize that's exactly how movies start feeling endless. You stop asking what's gonna happen next, and you start asking, okay, how many more of these are there? That's when a movie can give you everything you came for. It's got the action, it's got the music, it's got the huge visuals, but emotionally, you literally don't give a crap about what happens to anyone. That's the nightmare scenario. That's what would make Christopher Nolan wake up in the middle of the night, freaking taking a dump on himself while he sleeps in a panic attack. But if Jennifer cuts it right, every island should feel like Odysseus barely survived the last one. That's how you make people care about a character they already know. Quick thing, if you're an editor and you like this kind of breakdown, I put a free guide below with 12 editing secrets that make videos feel faster and harder to click off. It's for editors who already know how to cut but want to understand why certain edits actually hold attention. The link's in the description. But, even if Nolan solves the tension problem, there's still one more challenge: making Greek mythology feel real. Because most mythology movies don't feel real. They feel like people in costumes standing on rocks, giving speeches, talking about destiny. But Nolan's movies don't usually feel like fantasy. They feel like something real is actually happening in front of you. And that's where the fact that this movie is in IMAX 70mm becomes terrifying. This is the difference between regular IMAX and IMAX 70mm? Holy crap! The first time I walked into an IMAX 70mm theater, I didn't think, wow, this is cool. I thought, why does this screen feel like it could kill me? Like, I knew it was gonna be big, but I didn't expect the room to feel like it was looking down at me. That is the version of the Odyssey I want to see. Not the version where everything looks huge, but it sucks. Nah. I'm talking about the version where the ocean feels too big to cross, the ship feels too small to survive, and every time the movie cuts to a monster, it should feel like you're gonna die. But if Nolan's challenge is making mythology feel real, this 20-year-old did something even weirder. He made normal rooms feel fake. Then A24 turned it into a movie, and now people are already calling him the next Christopher Nolan. Click this video to find out why.